Have you ever wondered how long you'll live? It's a question many of us think about, especially after 60. Maybe you've noticed some people in their 80s and 90s still full of energy, traveling, laughing, and enjoying life. And then there are others who seem to slow down much earlier. So what makes the difference? The good news is science has been studying longevity for decades, and there are real, measurable signs that can help predict how long and how well you'll live. These aren't just random guesses. They're backed by research from some of the top health and longevity experts in the world. And today, we're going to explore 7 of these signs together. Now, before we get into them, let's clear up one thing. Your lifespan isn't just about genetics. Yes, genes play a role, but studies have shown that lifestyle choices, daily habits, and even your mindset can have an even bigger impact on how long you live. So, while we'll be talking about signs that indicate your longevity, the goal here isn't just to predict, it's to help you take control of your future. Let's start with the first sign, your walking speed. It might sound too simple, but research has found a strong link between how fast you walk and your overall life expectancy. A study from the Journal of the American Medical Association found that people over 60 who walk at a faster pace tend to live longer. Why? Because walking speed is a reflection of your muscle strength, cardiovascular health, and even brain function. If you're used to walking at a slow, careful pace, it might be time to start picking it up a little, of course, safely and comfortably. Next, let's talk about something surprising. Your grip strength. It's not something we think about often, but studies show that grip strength is a key indicator of overall health and longevity. In fact, a study published in The Lancet found that people with a weaker grip tend to have a higher risk of heart disease, stroke, and even early death. The good news? This is something you can improve. Simple exercises like squeezing a stress ball, lifting light weights, or even just opening jars and bottles more often can help keep your hands strong. And that strength is connected to your overall vitality. Now, moving on, there's another key sign that's often overlooked, your social connections. Believe it or not, having strong relationships can actually add years to your life. Studies have shown that people who stay socially active, whether through friendships, family, or community activities, have lower levels of stress, better immune function, and even a reduced risk of dementia. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been linked to shorter lifespans. So, if you've been feeling isolated lately, make it a priority to reach out to an old friend, join a local group, or even just strike up more conversations in your daily life. And that leads us perfectly into our next key sign. Now that we've talked about walking speed, grip strength, and social connections, let's move on to another powerful sign that can reveal how long and how well you'll live, your sense of purpose. This one might surprise you, but research has shown that having a strong sense of purpose can add years to your life. A study published in Psychological Science found that people with a clear purpose, whether it's caring for grandkids, volunteering, or pursuing a lifelong passion, tend to live longer and stay healthier. Why? Because purpose gives you a reason to get up in the morning, keeps your mind engaged, and reduces stress. So, if you've been feeling like your days are just passing by without much meaning, it might be time to find something that excites you again. It doesn't have to be big, just something that makes you feel needed and fulfilled. Now, let's talk about sleep. If you're someone who struggles with getting a full night's rest, this one is especially important. Sleep is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. Studies have found that consistently getting less than 6 hours of sleep per night can increase the risk of heart disease, memory loss, and even a weakened immune system. On the other hand, getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night helps your body repair itself, reduces inflammation, and keeps your brain sharp. If you find yourself tossing and turning, try establishing a relaxing bedtime routine, maybe a warm cup of tea, reading a book, or listening to calming music. And don't forget to keep your bedroom cool and dark for the best sleep quality. Now, here's a sign that's a little more unexpected: your ability to balance on one leg. It sounds funny, but studies have actually found that balance is a strong predictor of longevity. Researchers have discovered that people over 60 who can stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds without support tend to live longer than those who struggle with balance. Why? Because balance is linked to brain health, coordination, and muscle strength, all of which play a huge role in preventing falls and maintaining independence as you age. If balancing feels difficult right now, don't worry. It's something you can improve with practice. Start by standing near a chair or wall for support, lift one foot slightly off the ground, and try holding it for a few seconds. Over time, you'll get better, and your body will thank you for it. And that brings us to another crucial factor that affects your longevity. We've covered some powerful longevity signs so far: your walking speed, grip strength, social connections, sense of purpose, sleep, and even your ability to balance. Now, let's talk about another key predictor of how long and well you'll live: your diet. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." Well, science proves it's true. Research on the world's longest living people, those in the blue zones, shows that their diets are rich in whole foods like vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and healthy fats. They eat very little processed food, sugar, or red meat. One of the best things you can do for your health is to make small, sustainable changes to your diet. Try adding an extra serving of vegetables to your meals, swapping white bread for whole grain, or replacing sugary snacks with nuts or fruit. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every healthy choice you make adds up over time. Now, here's something else that might surprise you. Your attitude toward aging can actually affect how long you live. Researchers at Yale found that people who have a positive outlook on aging tend to live about 7.5 years longer than those with negative beliefs about getting older. If you constantly tell yourself that aging means decline, weakness, or loneliness, your body and mind will start to believe it. But if you embrace this stage of life with curiosity, gratitude, and a willingness to keep learning and growing, you'll not only feel better, you'll actually live longer. So, take a moment to appreciate everything you've gained with age: wisdom, resilience, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. Now, as we wrap up, remember this: longevity isn't just about the number of years you live, but the quality of those years. These science-backed signs aren't just predictors. They're things you can actively improve starting today. Whether it's moving more, eating better, strengthening your social connections, or simply shifting your mindset, small changes can make a big difference. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. What's one thing you're working on to stay healthy and happy? And if you want more tips on thriving after 60, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Here's to living your best life at any age.